What's up YouTube? Michael here from Best Food and Travel channel. For those of you who are new to this channel is about me and my experience traveling around the globe to different countries, experiencing different cultures and trying new foods, and also right here in my kitchen, just me cooking and trying different recipes that I've learned over the time with me traveling. So if you're new and you like that's something that you like and appeals to you, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification button so you can also get notified every time I post a new video. I try to post a new video every week, so stay tuned. Today we're gonna have two different kinds of meat that we're gonna be cooking. We're gonna be grilling outside my house in the backyard. With us here we have a whole leg lamb, and here we have a whole chicken. So today for the lamb, I'm just gonna do something simple. I'm gonna have some smoked paprika. That's definitely one of my go-to spices or rubs when I go and do some red meat. Smoked paprika. I'm also gonna get some cumin, and I'm gonna get some coriander. I'm looking for my coriander, and I'm also gonna get, the last thing I'm gonna get is some cinnamon. You probably wonder why I'll put cinnamon, but like this, it gives like this amazing scent, amazing flavor. It gives a little bit of like some sweetness that comes into the red meat. So I really recommend using a little bit of some cinnamon. One thing before I forget, red wine vinegar. I always put this on my red meat. It kind of tenderizes it, but also like gives it like that nice taste, nice texture that comes with it, and it's just like after we've done the meat, just like falls off the bone. Okay, so first we're gonna start with the lamb here, and I'm just gonna make some little cuts on the skin, just like that. This actually helps some of the rub that I'm gonna have to be able to penetrate all the way into the meat inside. So I'm gonna cut a few garlic, and I'm gonna slide them into some of the cut that I just made. So slide them in there like that. Cut just that. Just gonna bust into like nice flavors and nice aroma inside the meat. Just slide it in there. Before we get to the spices, like I said, I like to just put a little bit of vinegar, red wine vinegar on my meat. It kind of like tenderizes the meat and gives it that nice texture. And I'm just gonna drizzle it very gently and try as much as possible to like rub it across the meat. Red wine vinegar can be a little bit strong, so you're gonna be careful how much you put in it, so you don't have that like strong smell of the red wine vinegar. So about 1 to 2 teaspoons will be enough for this size of meat. It's good to like do this before you put the dry rub. That way the vinegar just sits in the meat, like is able to like penetrate the meat before you have a whole coat of spices on top of the meat. And now we're done with that, we're gonna go back to our spices. We're gonna pre-mix it in a small bowl. For this size of meat, I suggest a tablespoon full of the 4 spices that I have in front of you. So we're gonna start with the smoked paprika, and I'm gonna put some cumin. And I put some coriander. And finally, we're gonna put some cinnamon. And we're gonna give that pretty good mix, you know, all together. Okay, now that we have our dry rub, we're just gonna mix it really nicely. I'm just gonna throw it on there and just rub it nicely on our meat. Get in there. So the final thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some thyme, and we're gonna take the thyme and we're just gonna shove it inside the small cuts that we had made earlier. Okay, people, the lamb is ready. It's ready to go on the fire. So I'm gonna get my rotisserie and we're gonna put it in there, and I'm gonna start the fire. All right, now I'm just gonna, for the chicken, I'm just gonna grind some ginger here, or mince some ginger, however you wanna call it. Get some salt in there. And get some inside the cavity. Okay. Gonna put some of this vinegar on it as well. That's like a teaspoon. And then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of lime on it, just get some more flavors in there. Turn around, get it, every section of the chicken inside as well. Just a little bit, just like one piece of lime. And then we're gonna get the minced garlic and we're just gonna wrap it all around it. Get in the cavities as well. Wrap it in there. Okay. So when that's done, I'm just gonna wash my hands and we're gonna go to the next step. Alright guys, as you can see, we got the fire here going nice and hot. What you want to do if you actually are planning to use firewood, you want to have that fire going for a while. Let it just like keep going until you can get those like big red lamps of like almost like charcoal that's gonna be it's gonna come out after the fire is burned out for a little bit. We got the charcoal going there and the charcoal starter, so got both the fires going and just waiting for it to be ready, red hot. Okay people, so this is the correct setup for the chicken, like I was gonna tell you. So the setup sits like that, and this is gonna act as the support for the chicken when it goes in there. So it actually sits nicely on there, and no matter what, it cannot move. So you can move it however you want. our chicken is coming out. The best way is to just take this rack out of its holes. That way you can just use them to lift the chicken up. That's the best way. One thing I usually do is just start with the drumsticks that they easily come out. Like if you did a good job, this would just almost like fall off the bone. So, look at those babies coming off. Look at that. Yeah. Almost don't even have to cut this thing. Just comes off, right off. This is one of the juiciest chicken I've ever made. Looks amazing, and the one advantage of being the chef and being the one who's carving it, you get to have the fast test. I'm gonna pick one of, oh look at that, it's literally falling off the bone. That's how juicy and tender that chicken is. So we're gonna take a test and see how we did. So This is one of the best chicken I've ever had in my life, hands down. You wanna try making chicken this way. It's so tender, it's so juicy. The flavors are literally just like bursting inside your mouth, and it's like flowing. Like it's just this is really good. Moment of truth. Look at that. Oh, look at all those juices. That looks amazing. It's really heavy too. Almost look like a superhero or a villain. Look at that. So we're gonna slide this out into the tray. Get enough room. Just gonna put it right there and slide it out, and we're gonna start carving it. And like I said earlier on, the temperature, the magic number is around 170 Fahrenheit. You get surety that you made the meat is all the way inside cooked. Oh, that looks really good. Look at that. That's what you want to have. Like you want to have like that fatty layer right there, all crisped up, but then still get all the juices inside. Did a good job. Oh, that looks amazing. Just gonna dip it in those juices and get it all moist and everything. That's heaven. That's really good. That's really good. Nice and juicy. I can taste the sweetness from the cinnamon that we put in there. I can taste the flavor of all the spices, the smoked paprika, and all the flavors just bursting into your mouth and the steak. It's just like a heaven of spices. It's amazing. It's really good. So I'm gonna keep carving this, and I'm gonna cut it in small pieces and serve it. And you can serve it with rice, or you can have some salad on the side, and that should be a really good meal for that Christmas dinner or Thanksgiving dinner. So there you have it, guys. We made it. The leg, a whole leg of lamb and the whole chicken.